islands fair that are calling to me. It's not the balmy air nor the tropic.
Aloha.
It's just a little
Here I am again, and today we're going to do a song that, oh gosh, I remember from when I was a kid. This song is called Little Brown Gal. It was written in 1935 by three gentlemen. Lee Wood, I'm not familiar with him. Don McDermott Sr. Is another one of the composers, and Johnny Noble. We all know that Johnny Noble was one of the most prolific Hawaiian musicians of Hawaii. Johnny Noble not only recorded his own music, but he also transcribed some of the music of the old Hawaiian people. We have many of those today. Sit down and behave, Virgil. Don McDermott was a musician, and he actually became the president of a recording company here in Hawaii a long time ago that actually brought our Hawaiian music to the fore. So that's Little Brown Gal's history. What a cute song it is. So very popular. It's just transcended the islands and gone all around the world, as it should. Now back to me, when I was a kid growing up in Japan. Yes, my father was in the service at Yokota Air Force Base when I was a little girl. We had a Hawaiian floor show that went all over Honshu Island. And I was the kid in the show, and I danced Little Brown Gal. So I have a history of it. Of course, I'm not the Little Brown Gal that's my favorite. My favorite Little Brown Gal is right here. So, my daughter Kay Haunani, when she was 2 years old, she was performing on stage at the Emerson Hotel in Baltimore, Maryland. So there are some things about this song you need to know. Second verse. It isn't Waikiki or Kamehameha's pali. When we're talking about the pali, pali in the Hawaiian language means cliff, just any old cliff, you know. But when we say Kamehameha's pali, we're talking about Nu'uanu pali, the pali that King Kamehameha fought with the chiefs of the island of Oahu when he was uniting all of the islands. He brought cannons and his troops, because at that time he had help from the British. He brought all of his stuff over there and beat them down, chased them up Nu'uanu, and fought them off the cliff. Anyway, the next thing that's in there, Kamehameha's pali and the Beach Boys Free with their ho'omali mali. Ho'omali mali is flattery, and we have some of the most wonderful Beach Boys in the world. They actually made a living out of going down to the beach and chatting with the tourists that came here. So that's the second verse. What's in the third verse now? The fish and the poi. Well, you know what poi is. Poi is made from the pounded taro root into a glutinous paste that is so yummy. My mouth is watering as I'm speaking to you. I can't have poi right now because I'm on a diet. I've been on a diet for 65 years. But anyway, every once in a while I sneak down and see I've got a tear rolling. Forget it. Let's just get up and dance Little Brown Gal. Oh, I actually can't spin, but there is a part in this dance where you have to spin. That's when you're doing the balmy air. So I'm just going to do a straight kaholo. But later on, during the practice, when I teach you the dance, I will indicate where and how to spin, okay? So I'm just going to do this dance. It's a lot more fun with the spin than without it, okay?
It isn't Waikiki nor Kamehameha's falling at the Beach Boys free with their ho-oh-molly molly. It's just a little brown gal in a little grass skirt in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Through that island wonderland, she's broken all the Connie's heart. It's not
Hula.
It's not the island fair that is going to be, not the balmy air, the tropical sea. And then a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. It isn't wise we keep or Kamehameha, falling at the Beach Boys free with a ho-oh-molly molly. And the little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
Through the island, through that island wonderland, she's looking all the Connie's heart. It's not hard to understand, for that white is the gallant bark.
Love believing soul, the thrill of joy is not the island moon, or the fish and the boy, and the little brown girl in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
Through that island wonderland, she's broken all the Connie's heart. It's not hard to understand, for that white is a gallant bark.
Love believing soul, the thrill of joy is not the island moon, or the fish and the boy, and the little brown girl in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Just a little brown girl in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
That was good. Okay, we're going to do Little Brown Gal. There are 4 verses. Let's take it one verse at a time. So, the first thing you know is the Hapa-haole, which is 2 steps to the right and 2 steps to the left. Now, understand, I am mirrored. So, it's just like you're watching me and I'm dancing backwards. Okay? So, when I go to the right, you will also go to the right. Okay? And so forth. So, because there's a rule in the hula that you always start your dances on to the right, and you always end your dance with your right foot pointed. So in order to just get ready for the dance, you would stand there with your right foot forward and wait for the music to start. And this one is going to go da 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 da. I think it starts on the word little da da. Little brown da 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 da. That's the whole right and left. And that's enough to get you in tempo. The dance is not started yet. When the dance starts, we're going to Hapa-haole to the right, 2 steps to the right, and we're going to do it. It's not the island fair. Do it with me. It's not the island fair that's calling to me. Try that again. It's not the island fair that's calling to me. Now here's the part where you have to spin. I did get a cortisone shot in my knee the other day, and I was able to spin this morning at class, so I'm going to try it. It's the same thing as a Hapa-haole. You have to take your 1, 2, 3 tap to the right. Let me see if I can do it, and don't laugh. Now don't laugh. And it's 1, 2, 3 tap. See, I can't make it all the way around, but you should be able to turn all the way around and face the front again. Give me another chance. It's not the islands fair that are calling to me, not the balmy air, nor the tropical sea. I made it. Kind of, sort of, I did. Okay, but that spin, and when you're doing that, your hands are going, this, the balmy air. I have this metal shoulder, so I can't get my hands up there. As you're spinning, just hands around, okay. And if you can't spin like me, you can do it. It's not the, to the right, islands fair that are calling to me, not the balmy air, or the tropical sea. But it's so much more fun to do it with the spin. And actually, this is the only time in this hula that you will do the spin. So if you can do it, actually try it. I'm gonna fake it. Turn in to the side, and you're gonna vamp to the back. Now, if I'm a mirror, I'm gonna get smaller. But it's the little brown gal. Then you turn this way in a little grass skirt. Then you turn and face the front in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Did you get that? Turn. But it's the vamp, 2, 3, tap, vamp, 2, 3, tap, little grass shack in Hawaii. That is the first verse, okay? Let's do it again. Okay, ready? Okay, don't forget to bend your knees. That's the ha. La 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 la, da da right to da da and left. It's not the islands fair that are calling to me, not the balmy air or the tropical sea, but it's the little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. The balmy air spin, the tropicals turn the other side, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Great, now we're going to move on to the next verse. Good. The second verse is, it isn't Waikiki or Kamehameha's Pali. Now we talked about it at the beginning, and so you know exactly what we're talking about. So we're going to go holo to the right because we have just finished doing in a little grass shack in the left band as we give out to in Hawaii. Now you're going to go Waikiki. It isn't Waikiki or Kamehameha's Pali. This is the motion, standard motion for the Pali. Is one palm in the other one. That means cliff. So we're going to go the Pali this way. And those beach boys with their ho'omali, mali, that's 3 amis. And you weigh 1, 2, 3, because what does ho'omali mali mean? It means flattery. They are full of it. Okay, so with just with me, it isn't to the right. It isn't Waikiki. Now, if you learn Let's Hula, you'll know that you've done this motion. Or Kamehameha's Pali. Hand on your hip and beach boys free with their ho'omali mali. But it's, and we want to turn because the little brown gal in a little grass skirt, little grass shack in Hawaii is the same thing throughout the dance. But it's the little brown gal in the little grass skirt, in the little grass shack in Hawaii. So now we're going to say the third verse is a different melody. It's called the B melody in music. So we're going to say, through that island wonderland, she's broken all the Connies, the men's hearts. It's not hard to understand, for that wahine is a gal of parts. So we're going to go through that island, and we're going to go picking flowers. And we're going to do what is called a ka'imua step. We're going to do it in a circle. Ka'imua. We're going to step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. It's like the hesitation walk in the old-fashioned wedding. You know, where the bride is coming in. There comes the bride, boom, da, 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 da. But we're going to do it in a circle. We're going to do what I say, ocean, garden, house, camera, okay? So we're going to go through that island, wonderland. Got that? Let's do it again. And while we're doing that, we're picking flowers. We're going to pick a flower, pick a flower, pick a flower. It's a wonderland. Okay, so here we go. Through that island, wonderland, and tap with your right foot so that you can go to the right. She's broken all those Connies. Now wave 2 times at your heart on the left. Hearts. Try it again. From through that island, and your right hand and your right foot are kind of together, you know, so don't go like this. Remember that you're going to pick down here, tap down here, down here, down here. She's broken all the Connie's hearts. Now put your hand on your hip and say, it's not hard to understand. Okay, it's not hard to think about this. And then you go right foot for that clap, wahine, and then 2 amis is a gal of parts, and you outline your own body. Through the island, here we go. Step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. She's broken all the Connie's hearts. It's not hard to understand. Step forward, and give me 2 amis. And you say, I'll be leaving soon, goodbye, and you go back. But the thrill I enjoy is not the island moon or the fish and the poi. We talked about that earlier. You know what poi is? Yeah, I gotta get some. So fish is in a bowl and the poi. But it's a little brown gal in a little grass skirt in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Okay? Now at the end of the dance, you are going to repeat the last verse. But it's a little brown gal, and you're going to say, but it's a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. Put your right foot out and right foot in. And that's the end of the dance. But you're going to do the dance first verse, second verse, the bridge or the third verse, the fourth verse, and then you're going to go back to the bridge, back to Through the Island. You're going to do the fourth verse, and then you're going to end the song. If you watch the Hula girls in the beginning, Becky and Thelma and Sonia, you'll see that they're doing just that. The only time you ever have to spin is that one time. Thank goodness. Yes. Good. Let me.
Not the longing hair, the tropical sea, and just a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
Keep time.
There's the Viking king on the railway, always like the boys free, with a Hapa-haole in the lake. It's a little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Broken all the Connie's heart. It's not hard to understand. So that's why it is a gal apart.
Talk to me with love. The thrill I enjoy is not the island moon, or the fish and the boy, and the little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii.
Through the island.
Through that island, broken all the Connie's heart. It's not hard to understand. Well, that's why it is a gal apart.
The thrill I enjoy is not the island food, or the fish and the boy, and the little brown gal in a little grass skirt, in a little grass shack in Hawaii. It's just a little brown girl in a little grass skirt, in a little grass ship